Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to You're the Batman. Today's Batman Beyond episode. I'm probably going to mispronounce this. I'm sorry. A touch of Curaré. Um, so it starts off Barbara Gordon and her husband are out on a midnight stroll when all of a sudden this assassin whose name is Curare or Curare, I don't, I think I can't remember which one, comes out of nowhere. And she just looks like a really thick blue mummy. Like we don't see her face at all, but goddamn, does she have the curves? um, so she comes and tries to take out uh, her husband Sam, who you find out the reason why he's being assassinated is because he is doing he he is the DA of Gotham City, and I believe it's not really important. I think he was like testifying against some kind of criminal, something to that avail. Which I don't know. It just seems kind of I don't know. It just seems off that the police commissioner and the district attorney are married. I don't know if that's a. It just seems weird to me, like conflict of interesty. I don't know. It is the future. Maybe like it's not a big deal. I don't know. It just for me it seemed kind of off. But anyway, so assassin tries to come in, and then Batman, he comes in, and she's wielding this like super kick-ass sword. I mean, it will literally chop down lampposts like it's that. Because you later find out she wields a scimitar that was sharpened by lasers to the point of the tip is like the size of a molecule, which is just like Jesus Christ. So anyway, the extra cops show up, and she does in fact get away. And the next day, oh, beforehand, I forgot to mention this last couple videos. It's been really hot, so I've been kind of out of it lately. Big guy, sweats a lot, gets tired fast. You know what I mean? So anyway, a couple episodes ago, Barbara Gordon, she didn't say it out loud, but it pretty much is assumed by the audience that she knows that Terry McGinnis is Batman. So the next morning, she shows up in the Batcave, and Terry's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing here? Is this Bruce? Is this legal?" And she's looking at the Batgirl costume, and he's like, "Holy shit, you are Batgirl! Damn, Bruce." So she's like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, my dad, he tolerated this shit. I'm not my dad. You know, if I see you again as Batman, you're done. All right, stop that. Bad." Obviously, that didn't happen, but I would find that kind of comical if she had like a little spray ball. Bad Terry. um. So anyway, another assassination attempt happens, and Batman, he's observing everything real well. It turns out it was a fake out. Barbara, um, she left with her husband in like a fake out car. So the assassin thinks, oh, goodness, the assassin thinks that Sam is in the house when in fact he is being taken away. But the assassin doesn't know that. Makes her way to throughout the guards, taking him out all with ease, and then it is kind of funny. So she's about to get into the room that he's in. Well, that he's in, and then she gets the absolute shit wrecked out of her by Terry because he does the thing where he turns invisible and just absolutely soccer punches the fuck out of her. So they get to fighting, and it's kind of disappointing. At one point, he knocks her mask off, and he looks like terrified, but she puts it back on away from like where the I guess the TV isn't facing, so we never see what she even looks like. Like, show me that gross face. Like, I get that he's horrified, and she definitely has a butter face, but you know, still smash. Um, so anyway, she gets away, and Batman gets away, and the next day, Barbara she meets with Terry, and she is like scolding him and whatnot, and he's he's like, what's your deal? Why do you hate him so much? And she lets him know after Nightwing left. Nightwing and her were dating for a while, but he left and they split apart. And Barbara stayed as Batgirl, and then her and Batman unfortunately became romantically involved with each other, which I fucking hate so much. I hate Barbara and Bruce Wayne. Like, oh, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. Like, ugh. Like the age gap is fucking bananas. Um, and I get she is a consenting woman, but I swear, like Bruce has known her since she was a little girl. That's fucking odd. Um, and just like it's your Robin, you know? It's just seedy. Like I almost rather Catwoman or Talia, even though I don't really care for those characters. Like they seem almost better. I don't know. So anyway, she explained to him eventually. She grew out of the cow um, persona, but he never did, and she kind of felt sorry for him because she didn't know whether he even had the ability to like let go of the cow. So that's why she separated from Batman and ended up marrying Gus, which I don't know. So that's why she's kind of a little anti-Batman, which makes sense. You know, you're with somebody for so long romantically, and they just like refuse to give up on that life. But yeah, so she's like, "All right, kid, no more fucking around. If I see you again, you're gonna get arrested." Like that. That's just the end of it. Also, speaking of Currier, or however she pronounces her name, so you find out that she is an assassin for the. It's some dumb name, like the Society of Assassins, and they have a rule where they're given a target, and if they don't kill the target, they make you the next target. And throughout their whole society, since Bruce has been keeping track, there has never been a person to fail an assassination attempt, and Kier, whatever the fuck, is the best of them, as he says. So I'm just thinking, man, y'all are fucking lucky you never went up against Batman, because I guarantee, well, the Bruce Wayne Batman, because I guarantee you probably would have failed a few assassination attempts. So now it's like the night of whatever the fuck Sam is supposed to do that's so important. He's on a train guarded by several men, but Kyrier shows up, kicks all their asses, ends up crashing like the train car into a fucking building. Um, then they lock themselves into a meat locker, which she just like literally slices into like it's butter. And then Batman shows up. Another fight takes place, and it is kind of funny. At one point, he throws a batarang at Kyrier, and it misses and almost hits Sam. And then Batgirl, well, not Batgirl, Barbara, she takes the batarang during the fight when Terry is battling Kyrier and throws it perfectly to knock the sword out of her arm. And then, obviously, that gives Batman the advantage, and he takes her out. Well, I mean, he, like, wraps her up and whatnot. So, it ends just like that. Barbara, she's like, you know, maybe you're not so bad after all. I'm like, I feel like you're only doing this because he saved your husband's life. And I don't think it would have mattered if he saved anybody else's. So, whatever. So, then a couple hours later, you find out the courier person escaped, and Terry's like, "Oh my god, Bruce, this is terrible. Should we warn Sam?" And Bruce Wayne, he's like, "Nah. At this point, she's probably running for her fucking life." And then the episode ends with her getting in this escape car and a sword coming down on the car, like to show that she's now being hunted. And I'm just like, Bruce, do you not give a shit if that person dies or not? Like, isn't that your whole thing? But yeah, Bruce didn't give a fuck in his old age, I guess. But yeah, that was A Touch of Curia, or however the hell you say it. It was a fine episode. I just the Batgirl and Batman shipping. It has to end. Damn it! Batman doesn't need a lover unless it's like um, Andrea. I'm good with Andrea or what's her tits name from Mystery of the Batwoman. I was fine with that, I guess. Or God, I'm trying to think who else I would actually like as Batman. Maybe Harley Quinn. I'd accept that. Fuck. Um, or he could just be doing his own thing. Not everybody needs a side chick or whatever. He's fine. He's Batman. He's already emotionally distant. Like, anyway, at this point I'm just rambling. Rating wise, it's a fine episode. I don't really have too much thoughts on it. Just really good. I don't think it's a 7. I don't think it's a 6. 4 to 1's out. So, yeah, 5, a little above average. And, anyway, bye bye.